taken pity on his flawed creations, and shall see them restored to their proper forms.
And what exactly would that be?
Why, loyal servants to God.
No.
Manners, Lord Rossfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
You mean to turn everyone Akashic?
Not turn, Mythos. Turn back. For too long has mankind been led astray by their clamorous wills. It is time they return to a world of quiet equality, where they might once more know salvation.
Salvation? And abandon everything we hold dear?
We don't need your salvation. We'll save ourselves, and we'll do it on our own terms. Not yours, and not your gods.
With every defiant expression of your will, the tighter the chains of consciousness become. But perhaps that fact may be put to use.
Clive!
The faster it binds you to the remaining dominance, the stronger your hunger will become. Until it leads you back to the only answer there ever was. Mayhap not by the path my master intended, but back all the same.
Ash is not far. I could freeze a path.
You're in no fit state.
Probably not, but I can try.
I mean, Clive could just prime. How is this? What?
Don't look back!
Where are we going? We're in the middle of the ocean! Okay, it is funny that I like the victory screen just says that you lost while they play the victory music. Oh man, increased damage of one ability by 10%. The equipment in this game is so worthless.
I hope the others are safe.
The Enterprise was clear of the gap when we fell. They made it, Jill. And they will have seen the ice where it led.
Why are we naked?
We need only wait till dawn.
Why are we naked?
This is the second time Barnabas has been
Are they trying to tell me they had sex?
powerless against.
Is that...
And maybe there really is nothing else for it but to give yourself to his master.
How did we get here? Like...
Only you won't do that. The Clive I know would never do that.
So you believe. But do you really know me? If what Barnabas said was true, then
What the hell? How are we here?
monster than man. And each time I summon the flames from within, I burn away the things that make me who I am.
Do you, though? Think of what you've used that power for. Of all the people you've saved. It doesn't matter how or by whom it was granted, only how you choose to use it. And you've chosen to use it for good, haven't you?
I've also used it to kill. What if that's my purpose? What if it's all I'm good for?
You're still that same boy I grew up with. Always so eager to save everyone around you, and yet always so alone. Because you failed to realize the one thing that needed saving most of all. You, Clive. You. You never once took the time to save yourself.
I feel like that, like, I get what they're getting at, but, like, I feel like the way this is written is really
Myself.
awkward.
I think I might be beyond saving.
No one is beyond saving.
Wait,
Provided they want
that's
to
where
save.
Momo's joke came from? What?
You fight to survive. And you survive so that you may protect those you love. It's what you do. What you've always done. And I know you're not about to change. So I'm going to help you. To give you what you need to protect us all.
Jill. Are you sure? If this is what you want, then...
Don't worry, Clive. It is.
Okay, seriously, just as a matter of practicality, why didn't this happen 5 years ago?
This burden. I'll give you the strength to bear it alone.
And what?
Not alone. These burdens I carry, my sins, my pain, my sorrow. I see now that they are all a part of me.
What the fuck is happening? So the thing is, like, yeah, he's like stolen like powers from everyone else, but like they kept their powers afterward. Like 2 different boss fights happened after he stole the boss's dominant powers, and they still use their dominant. They're like, it's not stealing; he just copies the power. So. Why didn't she do this 5 years ago?
If I'm to continue on,
Like, apparently all it does is leave her winded for a few
those
minutes.
I love. And I will gladly bear your burdens too, until my last breath.
E3?
Clive.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
I promise you, Jill.
It's E3, but lamer announcements, and it's intertwined with, like, frankly, people who don't have any right to have an opinion on games telling you what games you should like.
Find a way to save each other.
The Game Awards are awful.
That we might one day look upon the moon again, together.
And I promise you, Clive, that I will be there, no matter what you must become.
Player's choice for.
I know.
Like, I imagine it's completely different from whatever one.
I never thought a smile could bring me so much joy.
I mean, yeah, I mean, of course they're going to be popular games if that's how you do it. Like, that's the thing. Like, one thing is, it's really unclear what the hell they're actually claiming to be measuring. Like, what is Game of the Year supposed to mean? Like, it's clearly not the most popular game. Frankly, it's clearly not the best game. Because, like, they've had years where it's like every Game of the Year nominee was mid at best. And the most popular games are not always on the list, so that's not it. Like, Hogwarts Legacy would have been, at least in the nominations last year, if that was the case. So it's like, what are these categories for? I mean, Game of the Year especially, but it's like, a lot of them are just not... Like, I don't think someone who, like, has played, like, all those games as, like, critically looking at quality is going to make anything resembling the rankings they do. Borderlands 4 first look. Oh,
What of
God.
Barnabas? Do we pursue him?
No. Our paths will cross again soon enough. Whether we like it or not. Besides, there is something we must do first.
Of course. Drake's spine. The last Mother Crystal.
The Einherja is at the bottom of the sea. Waloed won't dare move on Storm without her. But they know we're coming now. We'll need a plan. And a damn good one at that.
Okay, so are we to believe that
Then let's go home and find one.
the couple who've been set up the entire course of the game to be a
We'll
couple
have to wait.
just spent a night naked on an island alone and nothing happened except he absorbed her magic? Did that just happen? What? How will we travel? Oh, okay, I guess we're back to the hideaway now. Like, how did the ship know that that was where they were?
Mid says Odin split the sea in two. She's always been partial to a tall tale. But there's tall, and then there's tall.
I struggle to believe it myself.
I see your uncle isn't with you.
He stayed with the Enterprise. After our brush with the Einherja, she was in urgent need of repair. And my uncle knows a shipwright in Randalar. We're to join him there when we're ready to sail for Ash.
You sure that's wise? Last I heard, the place was still overrun with Akashic.
Show me a city where that isn't true. Ultima's plague is spreading.
We're running out of time, aren't we? We've done our best to shore up that hideaway. But I doubt a few planks will stop what's coming. Still, we'll keep at it. Every little helps, I suppose.
Let's hope so.
Clive has claimed a portion of the icon Shiva's essence. Attuning with Shiva not only changes the elemental aspect, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Shiva's iconic feat, Cold Snap, can be used to swiftly move left and right, forward and back to either... Wait, that actually sounds really... Wait, that actually sounds like it's probably really good.
Assuming Talia will allow it.
Oh, right, I can't actually try that out here without going to the... I don't know, the icons all feel mostly interchangeable.
Heard the bad news then, did you?
What bad news?
About Dravost. Blackthorn's old haunt. With the forge and all that. Well, anyway, the mines just down the road from there are spewing out ether like no one's business.
And the village?
Safe from the flood for now, but they've got other problems. Akashic. Every creature in the area's either turned, or on the way to turning, apparently. Zoltan and the others are living on borrowed time. They need help, and quick. Doris sent a few curse breakers to keep an eye on things, but there's only so much a couple of scouts can do. Except get eaten. If something ain't done soon, the whole place will be overrun.
I won't let that happen.
Didn't think you would.
Does Blackthorn know?
I thought it might be better if he didn't. He'd only do something stupid. You reckon we should tell him?
No. It's better this way.
Yeah, well... I can't stand about knowing what's happening out there, so I'm off. I'll see you in Dravost.
Alright, what other side quests have you got for me? Down here? Okay.
How was she? The Enterprise, I mean.
Ah, Sid. Just the man I was hoping to see. Did you have a mo?
Don't tell me. You need more bomb ash.
Oh no, we still got plenty of that left. I'm working on bringing another one of the Chief's designs to life. This time, it's a new smelter. It's got a reverberatory hood over the top for additional thermo amplification and a system of reciprocal recirculatory regenerators that let's just say it gets very blimmin' hot. A heck of a lot hotter than anything Blackthorn's got in his forge, that's for certain. Only mithril engines get hotter, and you can't chuck ore in one of them and get metal out the other end. Trouble is, we won't be able to make it out of any old rubbish neither. We need the good stuff. And I hear you once helped Helena get her hands
Okay,
on
is it just me or does, like,
any chance you could help
the
me?
gestures are, like, really uncanny? Like, I actually feel like the game would be less distracting if it was lower fidelity. It's like...
If it's for the good of the hideaway, I'd be happy to.
Like, this guy's movements are just really weird.
I promise you.
So, what exactly is this good
It's like
stuff
he's
you
like an
need to find?
animatronic at Chuck E. Cheese. So creepy.
Got a couple of examples here. Spherical echoes, we call them.
More fallen materials. So this smelter is similar to the mithril engine in more ways than one.
That's right. They're a bit like the thermal helms. Fallen ceramics deal with heat like nothing else, see? And what's more, they're directional, transferring heat from the inside to the outside. But these things, they're all outside. If we line the hood with them, they'll reflect the heat right back into the furnace. We've collected as many as we can, and I know where we can get the rest. Trouble is, they're all watched over by their bigger, uglier cousins.
So you want me to visit some ruins, destroy some echoes, and bring back the spheres they're guarding?
That's it in a nutshell. Yeah. We're only 3 short, mate. And we know exactly where they are. There's one up Amber Way, in that ruin.
Oh, seriously? You need me, you're giving me 3 different quest locations?
Silent South, over in Dalmekia. Last one is in the ruins of Advent, which is in the Empire.
All right then. Wish me luck.
Will do. I'll be keeping all my fingers and toes crossed.
God, that guy's, like... I think he's supposed to be creepy, but still...
Come back.
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of Pepio nuts and all.
Trouble with your gear, or... So, what'll it be? Should last you a good while. And? Well, fretting about us, guys. Unless that is... yeah, the weight of all that shit. Clever girl, that one. See that sword of yours stays oiled.
There's no way of knowing if Doris will confide in me, but I can speak to her at least.
I fast travel back to where I am because it's quicker than walking.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
Where are you?
Can I help you, Sid?
I'm looking for Doris. Is she here?
I'm afraid not. She's at Martha's Rest on a job. My job, actually. When she heard what the mission was, she insisted on going herself. Alone.
Did she? What was the mission?
Following up on some new information. Once they'd settled in, the bearers you helped liberate in the Dragon's Eyrie were keen to talk about their imprisonment. And about their captor.
The slaver Cole's team were tracking when they were attacked by the Beastmen. I'll go and find her. She's at Martha's Rest, you say?
If she's not moved on already, yes. I hope everything's alright.
Why would Doris insist on going alone? Maybe Cole was right to be worried.
How do you split the sea, you reckon? Reckon we're better off not knowing.
How are you doing? Anything catch your eye?
Oh my god. What? Oh my god. Five more oh my god.
Dravost is still standing.
So we've got 8 side quests now.
You can swing a hammer.
Would you like to see my wares? Maybe
No.
we meet again.
August, please.
Clive, you're here.
And the Akashic?
Have something to say in this, please.
I spoke to Doris's scouts, and it turns out things are worse than I thought. There's swarms of them out there. Told old Snotty to be ready to seal the north gate. That should buy us some time if we need it. Enough for the villagers to barricade themselves inside their homes, at least.
Well done.
Welcome back, Sid. I'd never have guessed, you know. Not if August hadn't let slip. Who'd have thought that the savior of Dravost would turn out to be the realm's most infamous outlaw? Keen to help us out again?
I am.
Thought you could sneak off without me, did ya?
Blackthorn.
Oh, what are you doing here?
One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice down. Unlike my best mate who didn't think I deserved to know. Zoltan, how long's it been? Long enough for us two to turn into a pair of old codgers, I see.
That your idea of an apology? Prick.
Don't listen to him. You only did what you thought was best. For the village and that.
We could have talked about this. This entire conflict could have been resolved last time.
But that ain't the whole of it. Vulcan, our master, didn't leave the chiefdom to the two of us. He left it to me. The best blacksmith in Dravost, barring himself, of course. Bloody stupid tradition, in my opinion. If someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not ask them to settle petty feuds and barter for grain. Our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't about to let that happen to me.
So you wasted half of mine instead.
You're what Dravost needed. Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I left to devote myself to the work and spare you lot the consequences. I may be a selfish prick, but I only did what I felt I had to.
What you had to do was your duty!
Even if it meant we all starved?
Enough. This is no time for bickering. You can finish beating each other up once Dravost is safe.
Fine. I've said my piece anyway.
Yeah, so have I.
Sorry, Clive. I shouldn't have stuck my nose in. We're short enough on time as it is. Still, give us a mo, would you? I need to get my head straight before any of them Akashic try to bite it off.
Prick or not, I won't abandon Dravost to a swarm of Akashic.
You, ready for the off, then?
We can't afford to waste any more time.
Right you are. Might be worth having one last word with the scouts, though. Don't want any nasty surprises, do we? Oh, and Blackthorn, you and Zoltan might be better off staying inside the...
Akashic on the move.
How close are they?
Within sight of the walls. And there are more coming up from the mines.
What was I saying about nasty surprises?
They'll wash right over us if we stay out in the open. We're pulling back behind the gates.
Good idea. Get yourselves inside, but keep your weapons handy.
Understood.
I'm prepared to fight if I have to.
Well, let's hope you don't. That's our job. Once the scouts are inside, order your men to barricade the gates. No heroic last stands, you hear me? No fighting at all if you can help it.
August's right. I've seen what Akashic beasts can do to armor. The people here are tough and willing, but they ain't equipped to face what's coming.
I'm going out there. Start work on the gate as soon as I've left. I'll give you as much time as I can.
And if they kill you?
You evacuate. But it won't come to that. I promise.
You'd better be right.
Take good care of Dravost till I get back.
Leave it to me. And give those things what for, yeah?
All right. Which one of you's first?
All of them are.